Today we are moving to the classification of accounting ratios. So before that one should know what is a ratio. A ratio is a quantitative or a mathematical relationship between two items or two variables, right? So accounting ratios are computed from accounting statements. These accounting ratios can be classified in several ways. Here we are discussing the important classification of accounting ratios. Ratios can be classified as traditional or statement ratios. In traditional or statement ratios, we have three important ratios: balance sheet ratios, profit and loss account ratios, or income statement ratios, combined or mixed ratios. Second classification is on the basis of function, that is the functional classification of ratios, the most important classification of ratios. Here we can classify ratios into five: liquidity ratios, leverage ratios, activity or turnover ratios, profitability ratios, and market test ratios. And the third important classification is on the basis of significance or importance. So on the basis of significance or importance, we can classify ratios into primary ratios and secondary ratios. Okay. Today we are discussing the traditional classification of ratios. Under this classification, ratios are grouped on the basis of the statement from which the items for the computation are drawn. We know that in accounting ratios, we are going to establish a relationship between two items of the profit and loss account or balance sheet. These are the two important statements prepared by a concern, right? So, in traditional classification, the ratios are grouped on the basis of the statement from where you are taking the items for the computation. Okay, that is why it is also called statement ratios. That is the traditional classification of ratios. Statement ratios may be balance sheet ratios, profit and loss account ratios, or combined ratios. So definitely balance sheet ratios shows the relationship between two items of the balance sheet. Means in this type of ratios, both the items, the numerator as well as the denominator, are taken from the balance sheet itself. For example, current ratio, that is a ratio that we have to learn. Current ratio shows the relationship between current asset and current liabilities. Current assets and current liabilities are taken from balance sheet. So, it is an example for balance sheet ratios. Clear? The numerator as well as the denominator, current asset as well as the current liabilities, are taken from the balance sheet. Clear? Debt equity ratio, that is another example for balance sheet ratio. Debt capital, equity capital, both are in balance sheet. So that is also coming under balance sheet ratios. Clear? No. Second one is profit and loss account ratios. These ratios shows the relationship between the two items in the profit and loss account. The two items for the computation of the ratios are taken from the profit and loss account itself. For example, gross profit ratio. What are the two items for the computation of gross profit ratio? One is gross profit, second one is sales. The two items, gross profit and sales, both are taken from the profit and loss account. So, that is an example for profit and loss account ratios. Net profit ratio, operating ratio, operating profit ratio, all these are examples for profit and loss account ratios. All these ratios are computed by taking two items from the profit and loss account. Or here we are establishing a relationship, a quantitative mathematical relationship between two variables of the profit and loss account. Okay, the third and the last one is combined or mixed ratios. In this type of ratios, the relationship between one item in the profit and loss account and another item in the balance sheet are shown. Mixed ratios, combined ratios. From the name itself, it's very clear. Example for mixed ratio is stock turnover ratio, debtors turnover ratio, working capital turnover ratio. So in case of stock turnover ratio, the equation is cost of goods sold divided by average stock. Cost of goods sold we can take from the profit and loss account. Average stock is taken from the balance sheet. Likewise, in case of debtors turnover ratio, the equation is net credit sales divided by average debtors. Average debtors are in the balance sheet. Credit sale is in profit and loss account. Means one item from the profit and loss account, another item from the balance sheet we are taking for computing mixed ratios. So this is the traditional classification of ratios. In traditional classification, we are classifying the ratios on the basis of the statement from which we are taking the items for the computation. I think it is very clear. So simple topic. All the ratios that we are going to learn in our second chapter, second module, we can classify like this. So that's enough for today. We can stop it now. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you all.